Okay, Friday, August 4th, 2023. This is a Restack update. It's been a while. I've been a little bit busy. I've picked up some freelance work. There hasn't been much Web3 work, other than the Alien Worlds Battledome tournament. But our business has been concluded with them. I don't think we'll be pursuing another grant with Alien Worlds. I mean, it's just we are moving on to a different type of business model now. Going more for consulting work and doing value-based delivery. So we've picked up a client in the UK. I've been talking about this. It's been slow going, but it's moving. It's on NDA, so can't really say much about it. But hopefully it gets there. Usually things in the UK are slow and steady. It's how it is. So yeah. I'm also picked up this GoPro. Hopefully make better quality videos, and we can do more on social media. My wife is going to be taking a social media manager course, so we can keep that in-house. It's marketing has really been a challenge. I can say, like, doing marketing in the Web3 space, because Google and Facebook limit what you can do. So you don't have all the channels, and then you end up having to work with people specialized in Web3, but they're terribly expensive and they don't have a whole lot of reach. They don't actually have that many real followers, and it's very tricky with them, because a lot of them, they have fake followers and they've hyped themselves up, but then when you look at their engagement, as I've been saying, you get like 1 or 2 likes and you see they have 500,000 people on Twitter. It kind of makes you wonder. My wife has like 500, 600 Instagram followers, and every time she posts a picture she gets like 60, 70 reactions on it. So you would think you would think they'd at least get as many reactions as they have colleagues or family members. So anyway, enough of that. I was on a podcast for Hugo the Parrot, and so is Andrew, with a Croatian guy living in South America. It was very nice. I'll post the link below and put it in our, I think I can cross-link those podcasts as well. But we got to explain the project and the challenges and everything that we're facing, and then our intentions. So it was a nice 1 hour to explain ourselves. And as I said, the main challenge is, and I'm finding this myself, is mainstream adoption, right? Getting regular people to buy crypto, even if they want to. It's a convoluted process. I tried to make a KuCoin account yesterday, and I had to jump through some hoops, upload my passport picture. Somewhere along the way I screwed up my password or something, or screwed up the 2FA, and now I'm locked out for 24 hours. And I'm a regular user. I mean, I would be what you call an expert at this. I understand what I'm doing, so I can't even imagine how difficult this is for someone who's working as a school teacher or a fireman or something, and they have a little extra time after work and before dinner, and they're fooling around on the computer. Can they get on board in that 15-20 minutes and do something? Because if it's too hard, then they just eat dinner, and then they hang out with the family and talk to their friends. So everyone is scrambling for that 15-20 minutes a day. Everyone's trying to get that attention. Every marketer, every product, it's got to be Apple easy. Apple, Samsung easy to get on board. That's the way I feel about it. So yeah, what else? So yeah, I did the Hugo the Parrot. I got some notes. I'm going to start driving from notes, stop the rambling. I also want to comment, the Federal Reserve has hiked interest rates, and they have a few more bullets left in the chamber, a few more hikes. I'll see. if I video edit this, I'll post the chart of the rate of hikes, but it looks like a nice step function. But it looks like we might be closer to the end than the beginning of the hiking cycle. So I'm not sure how much longer it'll go on, maybe another year or two before we hit a plateau in rates, you know, where the interest rates and the inflation and the employment all balance out, and maybe things will hang out there until there's some calamity, economic calamity or something, then they cut the rates to stimulate the economy. So the reason why they're raising rates now while things are good is to save up for bad times, because then they can cut the rates, you know, without screwing up. This is a very long conversation, but when you cut rates, you weaken the dollar, you create inflation, and when you raise rates, you strengthen the dollar and you reduce inflation. But if you cut rates too drastically, then you get these things like happening in COVID, where the prices start going out of control and everything. So they raise the rates now and save up, and then steadily reduce them when there's a recession or something. And it's better to do things in slow motion, so you don't have drastic reactions, you know, instead of like doing things suddenly. And at least they have room. You know, if they're up at 6-7%, they can make like a 4% cut and get something going. But you know what happened, I don't want to, like I said, but what happened, like I think during COVID in some countries, interest rates even went negative, and that really screws stuff up. So I think they want to get enough interest rates high enough so in the next crisis they don't have to go to the negative rates. Like that happened in Sweden, that happened in Switzerland, I think it happened in Germany with the euro, that they were actually, the interest rates were negative, and that's a whole PhD topic by itself. But that's what's going on. And when you're in a environment where rates are going up, which we are, it's not good for crypto. But I'm keeping 1-2%. I'm keeping 1-2% in the crypto, just as like a lottery ticket, probably closer to 1% of what I hold. You know, it's more like like I say, it's like playing the lottery than anything. You know, I haven't really seen a strong use case for cryptocurrency. Now NFTs, like I said, the use case there in the previous videos I've said is like been like a membership card or an access card. It replaces the plastic card, or replaces the you know, collectible card, and marks ownership. There's a lot of good use cases for that, but the value is not going to be from the fact that it's an NFT. The value is going to be from what it gives you access to, or the provenance, or you know, the whole ecosystem around that NFT is what will give it value. So yeah, let's see, the final thoughts here. I completed my PMP, Project Management Institute Project Manager certification, and I completed my Agile Certified Professional this summer. I did both exams. You know, I did one and then I took 3 weeks and did the next one. They were quite similar. One was more general project management, the other was more focused on Agile, and that's allowed me to pick up some consulting work, so we're not burning through our seed money, our investment money. You know, that we can just keep ourselves going and save that investment money for better times, for marketing, or you know, taking on some project where we can get a return. I wanted to build some AI based games, you know, and probably look into that in the fall when my business partner and everyone is back from vacation. We kind of work on a Norwegian type of schedule where we take it easy in the summer, because there isn't much of a summer in Norway, and even here in Ukraine, you know, summers are relatively short. It's definitely much better than in Norway as far as length of the summer and the weather, but it's not that much better. I mean, sometimes it gets even colder here than in Oslo, but it doesn't get dark all the day like in Norway. In Norway, that's what makes the winter hard, is it's like Alaska. You know, it can be dark. It can be dark 16, 18 hours a day in Oslo, and the more further up north you get, you can almost get to 24 hours of darkness. You get like 22, 23. I think also we hit 20 hours of darkness a day. It does, I remember the sun coming up at 10 and then going down quickly at 3 in the winter time. And you run outside just to get some sunlight touching your skin. So, yeah, so that's where we are. That's all I got. That's the Restack report.